guys, welcome back to my channel. I am here with home fragrance empties today. Very casual today. It's a Sunday morning and my empty basket was getting full. I started using this basket recently and it's nice because it's fairly small, but it's a good size, and I kind of know now when this basket's full, that's when I need to film my empties video. That way it doesn't get too out of hand and the videos aren't super long. I tend to like filming, 20 to 30 minute max empties videos and kind of be quicker about it if I can. So this basket's been working really well for me. So I've got a mix of Scentsy, Vendor wax, candles. I do have a candle in here. So let me pull out the Vendor wax. And we will start with Scentsy. So for Scentsy, I have, I think, 6 bars that I finished. This empties was like the last couple days of September and probably it's like the first week or so of October. So I finished off a pumpkin cinnamon swirl. This is available in the catalog. Currently, it is a staple scent to Scentsy: pumpkin, cinnamon stick, and whipped icing. This made my top fall Scentsy fragrances that are currently available in the catalog. I did that video a couple months ago. Love this one so much. It truly smells like a pumpkin cinnamon roll and you get a lot of the icing. It is delectable. I think I have one more bar of it, but that's one that I don't need to melt tons of it, but it's one that I enjoy every fall season. Melted a bar of Harry Potter, and I melted this on the day that Maggie Smith passed, just as a way to kind of honor her. So Maggie Smith played Professor McGonagall in Harry Potter, and she passed away in one of the last few days of September. I really love this bar. I don't know if the Harry Potter collection is still available or not. This bar usually sticks around, and then the house bars and other bars kind of pop in here and there. But I really enjoyed this bar. It has notes of citrus, green apple, vanilla, amber, and mahogany. So to me, it's really kind of a masculine cologne scent, but you get a lot of that apple, some of the citrus. It's a kind of fresh and fruity, more masculine cologne. It's a powerhouse bar. I split this bar between my master bedroom and the wax room. Really enjoy it. I think I have more of those. Pink Leather. So this one was the August scent of the month for 2023. I really enjoy this bar. It doesn't scream leather to me though. It has notes of strawberry, toasted vanilla, and pink leather. I don't know what pink leather is. Is that even a real thing? I'm not so sure. To me, this is very much a strawberry and toasted vanilla type fragrance. And then you get just the tiniest hint of the leather. It is a beautiful bedroom scent. I don't know if I have any more of these or not, but this is a fantastic bar. I love it for the bedrooms and bathrooms and would love to have more of that one. Welcome Home. This one's kind of just a staple classic to the catalog. It has notes of cinnamon and spices. This to me is your typical home type of fragrance. Your craft store, cozy home, fall home, potpourri type of scent. So if you like those fragrances, you would really like Welcome Home. I actually melted this on the same day as I melted Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl. I had pumpkin cinnamon swirl going in the kitchen, and then I had a Welcome Home going in the living room area. These two worked really nicely together and my home just smelled like an amazing fall craft store, cozy, like I was baking something. So the two of these together were a really nice combination. Finished off one of my bars in Ghostly Greetings. This bar I know has a lot of, it's very hit and miss. I felt like you either love this bar or you hate this bar. I'm in the love it side. This was in Bring Back My Bar a couple of years ago, and luckily for me, I was able to stock up quite a bit, but I have a brick of it as well from summer. I love this scent. It is Black Plum, Spiced Berry, and Bourbon. It is a very deep, earthy, incensey type of berry scent. Love this one so much. However, I really only could see myself melting this time of year. So I'll have to bust out maybe that brick and try to work on that a little bit in October if I can. Such a good bar. And this went for 3 days before I took it out. Absolutely love it. I would love to know how you feel about Ghostly Greetings if you've tried it. Are you on the love it bandwagon or the hate it bandwagon? And then lastly for Scentsy, I finished off the Sanderson Sisters Perfectly Wicked bar. I don't have the notes for this, but you guys, I absolutely loved this. I melted this in my bedroom. I put the whole bar into my bedroom, and this was strong, but this lasted for 3 full days. Didn't take it out. And so this bar is $7. And I am hesitant about buying some of these $7 bars, a little bit more expensive. I've been really hit and miss on what licensed products I'm buying because of the price increase. However, I loved this bar so much, plus the fact that it went for 3 days makes that $7 not seem as like, and I bet I could get away with less. I use the whole bar, like I said, but I bet I could use half of the bar and it would go for 3 days. I don't know the scent notes on it, but to me, this smells a lot like Tom Ford Cherry Smoke. It is a very perfumey, cherry kind of deep, sultry fragrance. It is stunning. I mean, I would melt this throughout my whole house. It's only me that lives here though, so a house that smells like perfume is enticing to me, but definitely a good bedroom, bathroom scent. I really, really love this and definitely would pick up more of that. So I haven't placed an order in October. I'll have to see if there's anything else I want, but I would love to get just 2 or 3 more bars of that. I don't need tons of it, but it is really good. So that was it for Scentsy. Next, as I'm kind of separating vendor wax here, we can move on to Bath and Body Works. I finished off a candle and I changed my wallflower. I've got a wallflower plug right here in this office because my desk is in the middle of the room, and so the outlets are, I don't have any warmers here, I guess I should say. So I switched out the wallflower from Leaves to Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. The Leaves wallflower was amazing. This Pumpkin Pecan Waffles one, I just put it in yesterday, but it smells so good. So this one has scent notes of maple syrup, golden waffles, and pumpkin spice. I think we all know what that one smells like. And then I finished off a candle in pumpkin carving. So let me look at that packaging, you guys. I am on a mission this fall and winter to get through a lot of my candles, or at least make a good dent in them. I don't have that many candles. I probably have 10 to 15. I would have to go look. I don't have too many candles, but they are all fall and winter. A lot of Halloween and then a lot of winter as well. And so I don't really burn them obviously in the spring and summer. And I'm not just a huge candle person in general. So it is my goal to get through a couple of candles. This is the second candle I've gotten through this fall. Hoping to get through 1 or 2 more and then get through a couple of winter just to kind of make some room. I could use that storage space for the wax that's sitting on the floor. And yeah, I'm just not a huge candle person anymore. But I have 3 of this candle in particular because I loved the packaging of this. I think this came out a couple of years ago and thought that was perfect for spooky season. So I burned it this far and then I melted the rest of this in my crock. Left this in my crock for, I want to say 5 days before I took it out. Yeah, there's a teeny bit of scent left, but it's mainly just waxy. Has notes of freshly carved pumpkin, spiced pumpkin seeds, and smooth brown sugar. Not my favorite scent ever, but again, love the label and perfect for spooky season. So like I said, I have, I think 2 more of those I will burn / melt next year. All right, am I organized now? I think so. Let's move into vendor wax. I have Britta's, the Melted Mousse, Rose Girls, L3, Swanky, Lavender and Speckles, Second and Spruce, and Teddy Bees today. So from the Melted Mousse, I finished off a souffle in Ghost in the Graveyard. This is charred wood, leaves, and hint of campfire treats. This one I melted actually yesterday 2 days ago in my open concept. And to me, this smells exactly like Bonfire Bliss. If you're familiar with Bonfire Bliss, that very kind of smoky charred leaf scent, I'm thinking that's what this is. It maybe just with the addition of the campfire treats, very much Bonfire Bliss to me. So I put this in the warmers 2 days ago, and when I got up the next morning, I could still smell it very strongly. So I did not change this until today. So it probably went for a good 36 to 40 hours in the warmers. Performed so well. Absolutely loved the scent, but I really love Bonfire Bash or Bonfire Nights, or what is that one called now? Now I'm losing my train of thought, but I love that type of scent. So really enjoyed that. From Britta's, I melted Double Double Toil and Trouble. This one is sugar cookie dough, sweet bakery dough, and cider lane. So this was just an extra bakery heavy cider lane type fragrance. I enjoyed it and it was good, but it didn't last super long. So not one that I necessarily looking to get again. From Swanky, I finished off this, I think it must have been a sample size of Scarlet. This was gifted to me by Steph the Scented Gemini, so thank you so much, Stephanie. Melted this in a bathroom warmer. I don't know what the notes on it are. Swanky doesn't put notes on her blends, but it was a very pretty, fresh, kind of perfumey fragrance. Performed super well. It was a very strong scent. Enjoyed that a lot. From Lavender and Speckles scents, I melted one of my bourbon sampler scents. This is bourbon, blue sugar, and pipe tobacco. So I've been wanting to melt these for a while because I've had the wax, but I needed to wait so I could make my video on the sampler. And Summer hosted a live on her channel with Beth where we were going to talk about the samplers. And so I wanted to have all the wax before, you know, for those reasons, before I started melting them. So now I'm excited to dig in. So this one's actually going in my wax room today. And it is so good, you guys. It is so strong. I get mainly the pipe tobacco in this one. To me, it gives me very fresh tobacco leaves. And then I get a little bit of the blue sugar and a little bit of that kind of masculine French bourbon. This idea, this blend idea, was created by Steph the Scented Gemini. So thank you, Stephanie, for the idea. So glad it made the sampler. Did you guys pick up the bourbon sampler from her October 5th pre-order? Just curious to see who grabbed it. All right, from L3 Waxy Wonders, I had a couple of bunts, like single bunts, and I kind of mix and mash these and put them all together. But I do feel like I have at least a general idea of what each one smells like. So one day in the kitchen, I melted Butcher Knife. These are all from my Halloween melting basket, if you can't tell. Butcher Knife has notes of graham crackers, pumpkin, toasted mallow, and leaves. This one was so good. This reminded me a lot of Super Tarts leaves, if you guys have ever tried that. Her leaves is a little bit different, I feel like, than a lot of vendors' leaves, and it's not the Bath & Body Works type. It's not as spicy and it's more earthy. This butcher knife reminded me a lot of her leaves. Just a more earthy, kind of subtle, subdued leaves. This was really, really good. I would definitely get that again. Graveyard. I do have more of this one, and then I have Graveyard mixed with Salty Sea Air. This is Leaves, Toasted Mallow, and Granny Smith apples. This one was nice. Definitely the freshest of the blends here. Got a lot of the apple to this. Really enjoyed that. Melted Season of the Witch Bunt. This particular one came from Steph Melt. So thank you so much, Stephanie, for sending this, because this is one of my favorite scents from L3 ever. And when I thought that she was closing, I stocked up on it. It's a fairly simple scent, but however she blends them together, she just does it so perfectly. It's just apples and leaves. But I love leaves, and you just can't go wrong with a scent like that. And then lastly, from L3, I melted Mike Myers, which Mike Myers is the Halloween main character. This is Cinnamon Sugar Cookies, Caramel Apple, and Leaves. I love this fragrance. This one, you definitely get kind of the Cider Lane Leaves vibes, but it's a much bakery heavy version of that. You really get those cinnamon sugar cookies stand out. So good. So all four of those I kind of mixed and matched in the home, and it was just a good bakery apple fall type of vibe. From Rose Girls, the first one I have is Ghost Stories. This was gifted to me from Summer. Thank you so much, Summer. I'm pretty sure this was Summer. This is Iced Vanilla Woods mixed with vanilla cupcakes and lavender. I really love Iced Vanilla Woods. It's one of my favorite scent notes, and this was a great performer. Really enjoyed it. I will say I got mainly the Iced Vanilla Woods. I got a hint of lavender, but it wasn't super strong. It was mainly the Iced Vanilla Woods, but I'm not mad about that. I love Iced Vanilla Woods, so I enjoyed that. And then this was gifted to me from Steph Melts. This is Shadow Queen plus Haunted Library. I would love to have more of this. This was so good. So this is Lord of Misrule, Marshmallow Fireside, Tobacco, Vanilla Bourbon, Suede, Rosewood, Leather, Old Library Books, and Fireplace. This, you guys. So this is definitely a bedroom type scent. I melted this in multiple places. I melted it in my open concept, and then I also melted it in the bedrooms. I could not really smell it in the open concept, but I could smell it very strongly in the bedroom. So definitely for me, need a smaller space. But you get the Lord of Misrule, you get this smoky fragrance. You get kind of you definitely get the leather and kind of the dusty library vibe from this. This is unbelievable. It is so good. You definitely get the fireplace. It's really like you're sitting in the coziest library. There's a roaring fire and you're just getting the smell of the books around you, the leather chairs, things like that. If you guys ever see this listed on a pre-order from her, let me know, because I really loved that one. I would love to get that one again. From Second and Spruce, I finished one. I only had, I think, 1 Second and Spruce in my Halloween melting basket, and that one was in Haunted Carnival Nights. So this one was a mini loaf. This has notes of caramel apple, funnel cake, marshmallow fireside, cotton candy, dark berries, and an extra hint of smoke. This was amazing. This was so good. It is your typical circus concession type fragrance, but then you get the berry, is that deep berry note, and you get the smoke. It was so pretty. and perfect for this time of year because it is October. I want to be in the Halloween spirit, but you can see, like I said, it's a Sunday, very casual today, but I'm wearing a tank top. It's 85 degrees today. And it's October 6th and it's 85 degrees out. So we're having a lot of summertime weather right now. So the kind of circus concession part of this was very summer to me. And then you got those deep berries, the smoke that really pulled more fall, October. Absolutely love this. I melted this twice in the open concept, split the mini loaf in half and got 2 melts out of it because you don't need much with her wax. Amazing. I would definitely get that again. And then lastly, I have Teddy Bees. I finished off a sample that was given to me from Summer in Boardwalk Circus. So Boardwalk Circus is signature sugar cookies and Boardwalk marshmallow clouds. This was really nice. It was just a light vanilla bakery scent, but leaned more perfume-like because of the Boardwalk marshmallow clouds. Just kind of a classic staple. It would be good for your whole house. It would be great as a blender. This is dated July of 2023, so she must have offered it maybe in the May pre-order or something, but was really, really pretty. Finished off a souffle in Old Country Store. And this is sweet peach preserves, hot apple pie, warm cinnamon, and a slight hint of pine. Old Country Store is the perfect name for this. It's really like you kind of walk into one of those farmer market type shops. You don't get a lot of the peach. It might just add some sweetness to it. To me, you really get hot apple pie, cinnamon, that kind of classic craft store type of scent. I would say a hint of tree, but it's not a strong tree. It is more of an apple spiced type of fragrance. Really pretty. I do have another one of this, I'm pretty sure another souffle. So I will save that for probably next fall. Melted a cider cookies. So this is apples, cake donuts, cinnamon, caramel, and sugar cookies. This was so good. I mean, it smelled good on cold, but this one really came to life on warm. You got that typical kind of cider lane, apple, cider donut type of fragrance, but the sugar cookie, the actual cake kind of donut part of this really came out on warm. So on warm, it was so much more bakery than I was kind of anticipating it being on cold. This was so good. I would love to have more of this. It seems like kind of a basic scent in general, but on warm, this one really came to life and I love it so much. So hopefully that can make another pre-order so I can have some more for next fall. And then lastly, I finished off a tub of Sweet Halloween, but actually I'm sending, I haven't sent it yet, but I'm sending part of this tub to Christine. So I melted part of the tub and then I sent her part of the tub because she's never tried this scent. So I'm gonna send her some for her to try. This is one of my all-time favorite Teddy Bee scents ever. I love it so much. I don't hear very many people talk about it. This is candy corn, vanilla cupcakes, and sweet vanilla frosting. This scent is actually going in my open concept today. And it is so pretty. I would say if you don't like candy corn, don't let that deter you. I do get a little bit of the candy corn, but for me, I get the vanilla cupcake, the vanilla frosting, much more of those kind of creamy vanilla buttercream bakery notes. That's what I get a lot from Sweet Halloween. And it's one of those scents, it doesn't scream Halloween. Honestly, I would melt this at any point in the year. The name just makes me melt it during October, but it's one of those just classic buttercream, heavy vanilla fragrances. Now, so it's October 6th, like I said, I'm melting it today. This was poured March of 2024. So I was a little bit nervous that I wasn't giving it a full year, but I don't have any that's more cured than this one. So I wanted to melt it, and it's doing great. It's probably a medium throw. I wish it would have been a little bit stronger, but I have some more of this. Luckily, I think I have one loaf of it, if I remember right. So I'm gonna let that loaf cure until next year and just savor it because I love this fragrance so much. So finished off a sweet Halloween, but that is it. Those are the empties that I have finished and been kind of working on over the last few weeks. I would love to know what you guys have been melting. How is your weather where you are? I hope you're getting more kind of fall weather than we are here in St. Louis. It's interesting because the mornings will be chilly, and then it's getting up to the 80s, and I'm not having it. I'm ready for some fall weather. But that's everything I have to share with you all today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.